I was having a conversation with another spiritual person who runs their own spiritual business, and we had got into a conversation about communication and communicating to people. So, with booking information and, so on. So it was basically just discussing the fact that when someone books an appointment, then they get their booking information sent over, the place, the date, the time, any relevant information, then, like parking, travel, and then any sort of personalised rules. So for me, one of the rules are that you only ring the doorbell on the hour of the appointment, and it's very clearly stated in the booking confirmation. And so, said friend that we were chatting this over with has something kind of similar. They don't have a online booking system. They've got like a manual thing. So when someone contacts them via like social media, they then send over the information at the end, which is what I used to do way back before like building a website was so easy. And it was just too difficult to manage. And people then as well didn't go online and book their appointments. It was just not a done thing. So most people used to be having house parties or whatever. But anyway, this kind of relates to everybody who does self-employed business. So it doesn't matter how many times you communicate to someone about booking information and rules and so on, they don't read. And I've found lots of people this, but I was talking about this recently, so that's why I wanted to bring it back up. But they don't read. So someone ringing the doorbell, as it has done for me, at 20 past the hour. So for example, if I have a 12 o'clock and said 12 o'clock is in their appointment, and I book an hour between each client. The session doesn't last an hour, but allow an hour for any questions, any needing the bathroom, making them something to drink, settling their nerves, things like that, and also winding down and also making sure that the appointment doesn't feel rushed. And so by me not wanting to rush the appointment, I give an hour between each client, whereas other people do a 30-minute turnaround. So 4 hours of my day. It could be 2 hours if I was running it the way other people do, but I don't. I want to give that time. So let's just put it that way. If someone is coming at 1 o'clock and they ring the bell at, let's talk about the 12 o'clock being in. I've had people ring the bell at 20 past 12 and 12:30, and even 11:45. And it states book on the hour. Sometimes then some people are very persistent and they ring and they ring and they ring. And the reason that I'm mentioning this is because it's not my responsibility to then continuously email someone to remind them of the booking information and the rules, because at the end of the day, that's what it's there for. And, if I'm going to something, I make sure that I read those rules at the time, make any relevant notes in my calendar when I'm putting the appointment in my calendar. But then also the day prior, I double check just so that I know what's going on. So, and understand that people lose the booking confirmation, then they've got in touch via email and I send them it all over again. So I just think it's becoming less and less that people are actually reading information, especially for small businesses. And that, if you're a service provider like me, that I'm currently with someone at 12:20, and the problem is not everyone, but some people are really, really frosty with me because I'm not then accommodating them at 20 past 12 when their appointment is booked at 1 p.m. So I'm saying that because I think that people have to start taking accountability. It has to be personal responsibility. And the problem is people don't read. They just don't read the information that's sent to them. But that's not my problem, because I've then sent everything that relates to your appointment that you've booked, the same way that you would not like at 20 past 12 me just to abruptly stand up in the middle of the reading and just stop because I feel like it. That's where, if I'm doing my part and giving my part to you and your time, then you have to think of others in that. And I think this is the problem, that people are not reading the information and not considering that other people are having an appointment. So anyway, I just want to hear your thoughts on that. If you're a small business, or if you've been a client and you've accidentally done that, or do you disagree with me? Please, let me know. I think it's important that we open a conversation.